Our creative chit-chat next will be with Camilla Tenchio. She has some very interesting story to tell about her own experience and art journey. Let's go. Good morning.
Good morning, Whee Teck.
It's so good to be here. Thank you for inviting me to your house.
Thank you very much
Wonderful
for
place.
having me.
I've always wanted to interview people who are new, old, and take art seriously, sketching, and then learn from each other. Actually. Who is Camilla?
Okay, well, I am Italian. I come from Como. I've been living in Singapore now for 3.5 years, and we've been living in Italy, in Switzerland, before getting married in Germany, and now here.
Wow! It's quite a journey.
It's been a journey, yes. I mean, my background is a completely different one than art. So I, as you know, probably remember from our chats, I actually arrived to drawing and painting very late. I was always surrounded by art, by stuff. I grew up in a family in which going to exhibition was a normal Sunday activity.
That, right? The experience.
Right, yes. Yeah. But actually, I was the one in the family who was good at math, and I started a journey into a completely different area. So I studied engineering in Milano, and then I started in consulting first, and in Germany as well. I did 2 years in Germany, in Düsseldorf at BCG, and then another consulting company. And then I moved back to Italy and started a job in marketing and product development.
Wow.
So completely
it's a
other
different
area,
world.
different world. I mean, a lot of project work, a lot of responsibility, a lot of things. I always had this idea back in my mind that I wanted to learn to draw, but I never had time, job, full time, and I actually stumbled upon a book by chance. I was somewhere, I don't know, in a business trip or something, and we had a weekend in the middle, and I stumbled upon a book from Danny Gregory.
Everyday Matters.
Everyday Matters.
I love that book,
And it, it was a book that switched on a light somehow. I said, well, he's not the only one. I'm not the only one that needs to scribble and stuff in her book and take notes and doodle around and make sure that she remembers stuff. And there I started to say, well, but to be able to do that, I should not just stick to my random entries. And there are a lot of contour drawing in it, and that was the start. So in my few minutes time, I started to use watercolor and to pick up a pen and draw.
Date that for us. How long ago was that?
It might have been maybe 2010.
10 years,
like that.
10 years, 11 years.
Yes. But the first years have been really just as long as I worked, so till 2015, it was just, Sunday afternoon when everybody was quiet and I had 5 minutes of rest, I would just grab my pen and do a couple of things. So it was never serious. And I started a bit more seriously somehow as we moved to Switzerland, because I quit my job, to think of my drawing thing. And
question is motivation, right? So now we talk about who you are and your journey of how you discover it. We start with motivation. What actually motivates you beyond just finding Danny Gregory?
But what motivated me back then is it's still the same that what motivates me now, but it has evolved a bit. So when I started, I really wanted to learn. I wanted to learn a new skill. So I still don't have any art ambition in terms of I don't want to sell my stuff. It's just for me. It's a journey that I've started because I realized that when you start to draw, you start to see things in a completely different light.
Observation.
So you really develop a skill of looking really at things and
I love it.
Sitting down and concentrating and not being pulled around by people, by things you have to do, by schedules and deadlines. And you just are there and you are in a moment, right?
You said two things that I really blown away. First, you talk about self-actualization, improving you as a person, improving your observation. And this is something that sketchers don't realize. They only realize after a bit of practice, right? That actually they become a better person because they are more aware. They are aware of people, body language. They are aware of surroundings. Their awareness just goes up.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right?
It's true.
And the second thing that you mentioned was that you are actually discovering this thing and it's now part of yourself.
Yes.
In some way.
Yeah,
it's now
true.
integrated, right?
It's true. And it goes beyond what comes out of it. I mean, if I look back at my sketchbooks, really it's embarrassing to look at the results, because you start and you have no idea how to draw, really, or just your hand is not able to reproduce the lines.
Yeah.
But still, it was the experience of the doing it.
Yeah.
And you can really have this luxury when you have time and you don't really have any other things to do.
But that's the problem, right? And a lot of people who are working very, very hard today, and they are always busy and they just don't have time for themselves.
Absolutely.
And they get depressed because they don't have time for themselves, right? So it's kind of like a loop. So when you discover that, right? So motivation, love it, right? I mean, observation and being a better person.
And trying to improve your skills, of course. I mean, I realized I was a zero, even just having a look at what I
Nobody's born with a brush in the hand, no?
So I said, well, I really have a long journey in front of me. And the more you do it, the more you discover what you like and what you don't, which kind of colors and which kind of techniques and which kind of subject gives
you discover yourself more and more and more.
Absolutely, you realize what you really like and what you don't, and you play around with it, and
that's what it is, and it changes, and motivation also can't tweak.
Right, and the second area, I mean, that's how the motivation evolved, was as I found the community, because
beautiful.
I mean, I was alone at the beginning. I was in Switzerland, alone in this little village. My kids were at school. I was on the internet, of course, a lot, but I didn't really have anybody to share this with. And the motivation came here a lot when I met. I joined after 2 months. I arrived here, so it was I always say my second family here from the very beginning. And connecting with people,
the membership,
and for the first time in my life, I met people whom I really didn't know, with whom I had the feeling we know each other since forever. You just share things that you're interested in. And you're on the same wavelength somehow, without even
criticism, nothing. Don't care whether you're good or bad.
Everybody is on the same journey. Some are absolutely proficient artists, some other are beginner, and everybody is having fun, just having fun with that. So it was eye-opening.
I love it. This is exactly the question that I was going to ask about your membership, right? Your tribe, your kakis. In Singapore, we call it the kakis, right?
Kaki friends. I've learned it too.
The kakis. Let's go and look for the kakis, right?
Yes,
beautiful.
It's really been an amazing journey with it. And I mean, apart from sharing the hobby, we really, you share friendships, you share moments and experiences, and it has been a way of experiencing the city and this place in a completely different way than I would have done without this network.
Fantastic. So let's move on to the next question, which is around the material, which is an easy one, right?
Yeah.
Can you show us your material, your things? If you could just grab them.
I use watercolors, Schmincke watercolors. That's
lovely.
been
it's a beautiful brand.
Yes. Since I found them, I really can't do anything with anybody else.
Intense, very
brilliant,
and the colors are just absolutely
brilliant. Yes. They're all different, and you learn to. I mean, you find a way to learn them in a way or another, and to understand which is behaving how. But I love them.
And how many colors do you have there? About 24? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also have another palette of Winsor & Newton, which it's a portable one that I use when I have which is also good. It's not as, I don't like it as much as Schmincke, but it's also good as well.
Very good.
And brushes, of course, it's a mix. So I have, when I go out, I normally use the Ascoda.
Ascoda. Yeah, it's a beautiful
I have
Barcelona brand.
Right. I have just two.
That's probably enough.
When I go out, I just try to minimize my material. So these two.
And they are Perla, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Kolinsky. Perla. No, it's these are synthetic.
Yeah, synthetic. Yes. I almost have only synthetic. So I have my collection of randomly found.
We all have our own collection. I tell you.
Yes. I also have Chinese ink painting brush in it, and a couple of others. And
you wouldn't want to see my. It's. I do not know what I have anymore these days. I just buy them and I just use
exactly.
them.
When you find one that inspires you want to try.
Lovely.
And I also use a lot when I go outside. I use a lot the water brushes.
Easier, right?
Pentel, yes. When you don't have to carry
around. I love the
water
Pentel. They don't roll.
Exactly, and they don't open up when when you use them.
The Japanese really make good ones.
Yes, these are. I bought them many years ago, and I thought, a couple of years and they're gone, and I still use them, and they're absolutely.
I do get tired of their getting stuck, so. But I have to remember to change the water from material. And from terms of paper, I've tried to use
a wide variety, because every time you change the paper, you change the way in which you paint somehow. That's a bit more experience.
It's everybody's experience.
It's so I've used a lot lately the Hahnemühle watercolor sketchbooks.
I love them too. It's very good.
So Stillman and Burns.
Yep.
Alpha series is
Alpha.
the one I like a lot.
190 gram. Yeah,
yes, it's very nice, and also of course Moleskine is the other one that I've used a lot.
Okay, I don't like that one.
Yeah,
I find it a bit problematic for me here.
Yeah, I've used it for a while, so I got used to that.
It.
But as I found Hahnemühle, I abandoned a bit.
Yeah, you kind of like.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
also
difference.
Also the format, because Moleskine is very small, and somehow Hahnemühle has a bit also the landscape format.
Yeah, a little bit bigger.
More, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And enables you a bit more composition.
All right, very good. So, well, I love it. I think your materials are just enough to do what you need.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
the colors are perfect. Always buy artist grade. Don't get cheapskate on it.
I realized it after a while at the beginning. After trying out a couple of things, you make a bit of an investment at the beginning, but it's worth.
Yeah. If you ask me in terms of steps, paint, brushes, okay, you can go with cheap brushes actually.
Actually, yes. I mean, my brushes are really nothing special.
Yeah. But paint.
But paint is
and paper.
Paint and paper are crucial.
Don't be cheapskate with it. Very good. So that's the material part of it.
Yes.
So we covered motivation, material, membership. The next two would be quite simple. One is in terms of your learning, right?
Yes.
You said you're not very systematic in the way you learn, but it'd be nice to also reflect a little bit about your journey of your mental development side, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, I mean, when I started, I realized it afterwards, I am actually a line person. So when I started, I drew.
Interesting.
I realized it. So I arrived to color afterwards, and it's been quite a journey. So the first step of my of what I wanted to try to learn was to draw. So I used a lot of cross-hatching, one pen, paper, and that was it. And I didn't really dare to add color on it. And then I started afterwards with watercolor because it was just fun. So I used watercolor to play, to just do abstract kind of playing around things to see how wet and wet works, but I never applied it on what I was drawing. And as I started with colors, the whole world opened up, color theory.
It's like,
color theory and not random at all. You have to, it seems like it's random, but it's absolutely not. And you have to pick the pigment in the right way and mix them in the right way. And you have to learn which is mixing with which and which is not mixing at all, and how shadow work. And this is the process in which I'm in right now still. So I'm really trying to learn how to use, the foreground
the results
colors.
that you're able to produce now. You are already in the 99%.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, because the world don't care to learn, right?
Yeah,
they think that they can go and buy a $2 crayon from Daiso. It's
a trial and error thing, and you really have to. Yeah, you have to invest time and try to see what behaves how, and how the colors react on paper. And it's the journey. Really, it's really a journey. Every time you do something and you draw it, and you'll have learned.
But you go back to your motivation. You're improving as a person every day.
Yeah, it's really a journey, and that is what keeps you going somehow. The feeling that you're never there where you would like to be somehow.
Beautiful. So in that sense, the whole mental development is a crucial one, right? But is there something specifically that you are working on, like anything? Because I always want to know what are you working on now?
Yes,
right?
I mean what I'm trying to work on, but I really always try to go back to my comfort zone, is drawing people. So drawing people is for me something very difficult. So I've tried to learn it. I took a course also, an online course to do portraits. So I did something like 30 faces, 30 days, one of these sketchy courses. And I try also when I'm outside sketching buildings to insert more and more people and figures in it. But it is really something I really would like to learn to do better. This month I was drawing these faces. You realize how much expression and how much strength and how much emotion somehow you can convey with one drawing versus what you can convey painting a building or whatever else. But it's the challenging part about it. So it's really something this is something I would like to tackle more and more.
Because you enjoy it, you like it, you continue.
Yes.
That's always the foundations of learning anything, right? Yeah. So maybe tell us a bit about your practice, your schedule, your calendar. How do you sketch every day? Do you sketch every week? Is there like focus in the
Yes, of course. So here in Singapore, I enjoyed my time, and so I draw. I draw every day. It
shows, by the way. The results are showing.
Probably. Thank you. I'm happy it does. I try to go out twice or 3 times a week. We draw, we sketch half a day, and I draw at home otherwise also.
Yeah.
I've actually started a lot to work from pictures during the circuit breaker period. So virtual sketching, virtual travel sketching, virtual objects also, because not always you have the subjects. It's of course a very different experience than working outside, but it's a nice exercise.
You must have done a few thousand hours by now.
Probably
more.
I guess I have.
Yeah.
And the past 2 years.
Especially last years.
We have been inside a lot, and the community, the online community, the physical community that we could not meet up with.
So it became virtual.
It became everything virtual. So we would have all our challenges and our exchange and Facebook
our weekends,
and
Singapore Sketchers.
Your Singapore Sketchers group. It's been an amazing exchange also to keep going, to just seeing that other people are doing the same, and you're motivated to just join in.
Yeah.
So it has helped me also to keep going.
I can see your muscles well developed now. So
trying to do my best.
So art requires muscles, so it needs time.
It does, it's the only way that
it's exactly.
Yeah, it
right?
works. Yes.
All right. So 2 more questions to end the interview, and then we'll go to your lovely sketches and look at your space.
Okay.
If you have a chance to write a little note to yourself, in 2010 or whatever when you started?
So first thing is do what you love. So don't feel obliged to always do something that you're supposed to do. I spent hours and hours studying things that I thought were useful and important, and I neglected a lot the things that really. Second thing is ignore other people's opinion somehow.
Negativity.
Ignore negativity. Because opinions are important. Their
right.
feedback are extremely important. I've learned a lot through feedbacks. But look for people to share things that you love, and don't try to, to fit in groups of things of people that you are supposed to join because you're doing that, or whether you're doing a sort of career or a sort of study. Look for people that you share your passion in your life, and your hobbies with, because hobbies are important in life. This is recreational drawing for me. It's not art, so it's something that I do for myself and for having fun, and sharing it with someone and with friends who have the same interest is very nice.
But I will correct you on the last point. It is art, because at the end of the day, it's doing it for yourself. It's still art.
Yeah, somehow.
In fact, it's better art than commercial art, if you ask me.
Probably, yes. Probably. I always have this idea of art, engagement and politics and cultural statement and this kind of thing. And it's so intimidating. It's a word that for me is loaded with a lot of other meanings.
That's commercial driven.
And actually, I'm not there. I don't have the background and the education and the capabilities to go in that direction. So I just do my little scribbles in my notebooks, and I'm happy with that.
No, actually art is a practice and it's a journey. And in fact, I think that is more art than, say, those hanging in the gallery that for sale. To me, that's just a piece of commercial product, right?
Yeah, it's a completely different kind of things. It's an expression of other ideas and of other things.
But to me, these are art, because that's what you do, and it's a piece of life encoded into paper, which will last a long time.
Yeah, and actually it's among the motivation for which I do it, to freeze somehow a little piece of time on paper and to remember it, because in the end, when I go through my sketchbooks, it's just like a photo album of moments spent outside with my friends, and remembering where we were, what we were doing, who was with me, what we were talking about.
For sure.
This is the kind of things that makes me go out and do this kind of stuff also. So
lovely. Last one.
Yeah.
I have the YouTube channel which you'll be on.
Yes, of course.
Advice for my people who are beginners usually. Right?
The advice that I think it worked for me was follow your instinct, follow what you like, and in terms of the artists you follow, the materials you try out several things. It has helped me to try out things that I just at the end rejected. I've been trying Chinese ink painting, acrylic painting,
may or may not like
drawing,
it,
and I didn't like many of the things, and some other taught me things that I didn't know and that I can somehow reuse in other contexts. As well as people, go out and meet people and talk to them and try to understand what is their journey through books, through just speaking with them. And YouTube, of course, is fantastic.
Always,
your channel is a huge source of inspiration in terms of which experience people bring into that. So this is the kind of advice: be open, go out, and of course you get results if you invest time. And don't worry if the first things are just bad. They are bad when you start. So
always. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
It was such a lovely pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you, Whee Teck. Thank you very much. So this is one of the sketches I've done at Marina Bay Sands, Gardens by the Bay.
Yeah,
with,
I love the doodle in front.
It was during, I think it was during Chinese New Year decorations, and they had a lot of flowers in the river, and I was outside there. Well, this is another
look at that
example of a couple of double page where maybe one is from food because I'm a side and I like something, and then another one is from a picture listening to an online class.
Yep.
I've done a lot of room portraits lately.
I love your color actually. These are very pastel-like in a way, teal color and then pink.
Yeah.
Is that where you're heading?
It's I don't know. It's
experimenting.
It's experimentation. I mean, the room was red actually, so I tried out this crimson I had, and I liked it, and I liked the
combination,
the mix of green and green and red.
These two goes very well together. The teal and pink.
Yeah, it smooths out a bit. Intensity. So
lovely,
room portrait have been one of the things I've been working on a lot lately.
And
nice,
lovely.
Some more food. One
always.
of
Cafe sketches.
James Ato's Clouds organization.
I miss it. I miss it a lot.
I miss him a lot. It's been.
Yeah.
And this is a photography museum in Kampong Glam. Also down on location.
Nice.
Very sunny, hot morning. Still remember it's sweating.
Yes, I'm
You're
sure.
travel sketching.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah, Eastern.
Eastern Island and.
I wish we can all go on the plane more for now.
Yes, you can really just dream about it.
Yes,
and,
very good.
A couple of others. Is it too big or is it?
No, it's okay. Wait, let me just. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so this one is one that I enjoyed doing a lot. It's Changi Village.
Beautiful spread.
Yeah,
the format helps.
I liked it. I liked the. I mean, I just squeezed it a bit. I cheated a bit in the distribution, but it was a lovely morning, sunny, breezy, and out in Changi, it was fantastic. So,
yes.
I think it's more the memory than the sketch. And this one is done as Esplanade.
Fullerton Hotel, yeah.
Yes, Esplanade facing Fullerton.
Yep.
Also on a Sunday morning. Then a bit of food again.
Yeah.
And then
Kimia
Road.
Kimia, yep.
Also done outside.
Lovely.
And then Instagram challenge. From, I can remember.
We've been doing a lot of that.
I've posted it on my Instagram anyway. It's on
lovely.
there. So some more rooms. And another from a picture actually in this case.
I can see a theme with the color actually. Your color scheme is.
It's very current, right? Somehow I also recognize it in a while. Yeah. This is, I think it's North Bridge Road.
I know where it is.
Straits Commercial.
I know where it is, just outside Straits Commercial.
Yes, I was walking there and I saw this arch. I said, wow, that's nice.
Oh, nice,
so I just stopped the sketch quickly. And some more room, and here are some things.
This is the challenge.
From the challenge from
I did that too, actually.
30 days challenge. It's I think it's a Japanese shop front.
Yeah.
And also some more Instagram challenges.
Lovely.
This is Annecy, and this is a beach house. And this
Singapore
is one of my favorite places in Singapore to sketch.
Emerald Hill.
Emerald Hill, yes.
I love that place.
And a bit of homesickness moment when that.
Yes.
He was from the Jurong Bird Park.
Yes.
I sketched there with a couple of friends, and here also another room portrait.
Lovely.
Some more food. Oh, here's also from our challenge.
Yes, day 12.
Coffee and toast.
Yes.
And another room as well. And the funny thing is, some more
I love
Singapore
this one.
scenes.
Katong.
Yes, Katong. And
more rooms.
Some more rooms and some other also from our challenge.
Mushrooms. Okay, yeah.
Russia sketch. Yeah. And also more rooms.
Yeah. Your colors are amazing. I love the freshness of it.
Thank you. That's let's keep these. And also room, and this is from the shop front challenge from Alice.
Yes.
From Alice Lim.
Yeah, I'm doing the interview with her on Sunday, I think,
wow.
or Saturday. I can't
Okay.
remember. Sunday. Yeah.
I love her pictures. They have
Yeah,
been an interesting reference also to go and discover places that I would
Yep,
not
yep,
have
yep.
known. And this was from the Glass in Bloom exhibition
Yes,
in
yes, yes, yes.
Gansbader Bay.
Yes,
I
yes,
was there
yes.
sketching
Yes.
as well. Some other.
Colors. Nice.
This is Spottiswoode Park Road. That's another amazing place to sketch. as well.
Ah.
I love the
Okay, I'm not familiar with this one.
This entrance just behind Neil Road.
Yep.
It's,
Oh, okay.
Another-
Yes, I know. Alice.
another Alice. Another
Very
Alice.
nice. Wow, very good. Any more?
If you want.
Yeah, one more maybe.
One
Pick
more.
one. Yeah.
This one was Amokyo Park,
Yep.
just done on location as well.
Yep. Very watercolor feel.
Yes, a bit muddy, but
Dreamy.
A bit dreamy,
yeah.
yes.
But it's okay. Dreamy. Yeah.
And well.
Ooh, look at that
next
one.
to Also,
Ooh, lovely.
it is what I think in all things beautiful challenge. I
Yeah.
was wondering what to do, and as we were stuck inside at home, not going out, so I
Yes.
just started with the beautiful breakfast and.
Lovely.
And this is my lake, so I just had to have
At home.
At home, yes, Como Lake.
Oh, como like.
From a picture, of course, because I haven't been there in 2 years, so
Okay. Lovely.
and some materials.
Always, right?
Yeah.
What about this one? Last one.
Oh
Sure.
yes, these are some.
I love the kueh. This is
yeah.
very Singaporean.
Local Singaporean kueh.
Can't go wrong with it.
Can't go wrong. They make a fantastic subject as well.
Yeah. Beautiful
Very-
lines, layers,
Very,
shadows.
very nice subject.
Yeah.
I really
I love
loved
it,
it,
yeah.
and they were delicious. And lighthouses have been a
Always.
subject. I love subjects. This subject as a
Yeah, it's a beautiful subject.
inspiration.
Beautiful. All right.
That's it.